Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Once again, this is Liz. In today's video, I will be talking about the things that I love about the Netherlands, or the reasons why I love living here in the Netherlands. I've been in the Netherlands for just less than a year, officially as an immigrant, but I've been here since 2014, in and out, because I love to travel a lot. So I guess that's long enough to learn the culture or feel what it's like to live in the Netherlands. So I have 12 in my list about things that I love being here in the Netherlands. First is the directness of Dutch people. Most of the expats or foreigners who are coming new in the Netherlands, it's a culture shock for them of how Dutch being so direct. I love it because I have also a personality of being a direct person, but not too much because of course I'm a Filipino. Filipinos are very careful on what they say or how they talk to people so that they won't hurt the feelings of that person that they were talking to, whether it's for business, for work, and especially for personal aspect of their lives. But if you are here in the Netherlands, no one is going to pretend, and you don't need to pretend because you can say whatever you want, you can express what you want, or be as direct as you want. Next, Dutch people are very punctual. When I had my job interviews in the past, both in the Philippines and in Dubai, whenever I was asked in the interviews what are my strong points, and my number one top of the list is being punctual. And I find this being punctual as one of my most effective strong points in nailing my job interviews. Because people in the Philippines and in Dubai, they have a tendency not to be on time. But here in the Netherlands, punctuality is very important. So it's not really so special if I say this in my job interviews that one of my strong points is being punctual. Because punctuality runs in majority of Dutch people. Next is the public transportation. Since Netherlands put a high value in punctuality, so as with their public transportation, especially their train schedules. In fact, the Netherlands was among of the highest countries of punctual trains in the 2018 Social Progress Index. You can even plan your journey using their app 9292 OV. It's a real-time journey planner for all the public transportations here in the Netherlands. Next, the water is so clean. In the Netherlands, the tap water is so clean. You can even drink straight from the tap without worrying of the quality or if it's safe to drink. Because in the Philippines, tap water is not safe to drink. So it's part of our household expenses, drinking water, because we buy it either from the refilling water station or from the supermarket. Next, Dutch people are very proficient in English. 90 to 93% of Dutch population are able to converse in English. That's why tourists, they love to come here, especially in Amsterdam. But if you're an immigrant, that's not an excuse not to learn their language, especially for some nationalities like me. It is mandatory for me to learn their language in some level, and I need to pass some exams within 3 years, especially when searching for jobs. And that's really a big challenge for me because it's hard to find a job in line to my experience because it is really required to speak their language. Next, respect for animal rights. Pets are often treated here as much as love and care as Dutch children. You won't see many stray dogs here in the Netherlands because they will be captured by animal welfare. They take their dog pets here for a walk at least twice a day, even during winter. And they must bring a bag or plastic bag because when they poop in the street, they must clean it. I remember me and my husband, we went for a music festival here in a nearby town, and my brother-in-law was also there. So in the middle of the festival, he said he has to go home and come back later because he has to walk his dog. Such amazing, right? They really take it seriously, and they treat their pets like their kids. It makes me sad because mostly dogs in the Philippines were not treated this way. Most of the dogs were tied in the corner of the house or imprisoned in cages. And in some worst cases, they sell and buy dogs for meat trading. This cruelty is still on the rise, even it's already punishable by law, because people, they ignore what they see. So I'd like to take this opportunity to address this issue to my fellow Filipino countrymen, that if you see such abuse for animals, especially dogs, it is our obligation to report this to the authorities. Keeping silent contributes to the spread of inhumanity and injustice. So guys, posting in social media or tagging PAWS, PAWS, or other animal welfare group is not taking an action. The right way to report such abuse for animals is by reporting it to barangay officials or police hotline 911. Next, biking and bike lanes. Cycling and biking here is a very common mode of transportation. Because of the high frequency of people biking, cycling infrastructure were made, such as cycle paths, cycle tracks, protected intersection, ample bicycle parking, and even making cycling routes shorter and quicker and more direct than cars. That's why every home in the Netherlands has bicycles, even if they have cars. Dutch people, they learned biking as young as 3 to 5 years old. That's why it is very essential to have a bike here and to know how to bike. And I'm very thankful whoever taught me in the Philippines when I was young how to bike, because it's really useful for me, because I bike to work. So whoever you are who taught me how to bike, thank you, because I cannot remember anymore. Maybe one of my playmates when I was young. Because in the Philippines, we only learn biking to play and not to go to places or for a living. Next, waste management. Netherlands is one of the EU countries who has the best waste management program. Here in the Netherlands, they take their recycling and waste management seriously. Like for example, here in my municipality of Alkmaar, every house they have provided 3 big plastic bins. And these are black, green, and blue. Black is for biodegradable waste, green for gardening waste, blue for papers and cartons. And they have also placed a common underground bins in every street. Like for example, here in my street, we have around like 4 bins, and these are for bottles, and you need to separate their colors if it's green, white, and brown. And for plastics, for textiles, for cartons, and even for metals. And even for old gadgets like your mobiles, they have bin for that. Especially in Alakmar municipality. Because I've noticed the other neighboring towns, they even come over here to throw their garbage in our common bins. And before the year ends, they send us this. It's like a calendar. It's a schedule of when they will collect our bins as per the color. And even in Christmas, if you have a fresh or real Christmas tree, so they will also collect that. And for this year, they collected it on 13th of January. Next, it's so easy to garden. The soil in the Netherlands is relatively rich in soil organic matter. So if you love gardening just like me, it really makes life easier. So it is very easy to grow plants here, even if you don't have a green thumb. Plus, they have all kinds of plants available every season. Next, mint tea. For me, mint tea is very important because I'm acidic and I'm not allowed to drink colas, alcohol, beer, fruit juices, even tea I'm not allowed. And my favorite coffee, but I still drink because it's so boring if you only drink water, right? So mint tea is my option because they serve mint tea here fresh with fresh mint leaves, and it's a cafe staple here. Even in the restaurants, you can order it anywhere, and they normally serve this with the honey as a sweetener and accompanied with their famous biscuit, mini stroopwafel. Next, pre-packed ingredients. It's so convenient to cook here because of their pre-packaged ingredients. Like if you want to cook Chinese, Thai, Indonesian, and even soup, it's ready in one bag, all the ingredients, and it's already chopped or sliced or cut, whatever. And even meat, they have different flavors of marinated meat. Even shawarma, if you love shawarma, it's also available. And the last but not the least, their bread and spreads. I am not a very big fan of Dutch cuisines because they're too simple and straightforward. Especially me, I love cooking, so I always cook my food that's rich with flavor or savory dishes. But of course, I have few of Dutch dishes that I like boerenkool, spinaci a la crème, that's with meatballs, and hotspot with bratwurst. But when it comes to bread, it's really a wow on how they make their bread so tasty. I mean, all types of bread, you name it, it's a wow, and I love it. Bread has always been essential to the Dutch diet, so a sandwich is a staple and even enough during their lunchtime. So I have no single doubt of this expertise, why they make their bread so nice and yummy. And one of the reasons what makes their bread so special because of their freshly made spreads, like tomato tapenade, olives, and my favorite, the celery spread. It's like a coleslaw, but it's made of celery. And even meat spreads. You can have a complete meal in a sandwich. And I really love it. So that's all about this video. I hope you liked this video. And if you did, please don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you're also living in the Netherlands, please do share your favorite or the things that you love about the Netherlands in the comments below. I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys!